Hi everybody, my name is Caden.
I'm Jaden.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Eli.
I'm Jason.
And we are the Yahoo and the Torah YouTube channel.
We are so thankful that you could join us today. We are going over Numbers 3. We have been through 3 books of the Torah completed. We are on our 4th book now, so we are so glad you could join us all these weeks learning the Torah with us.
Yes, and how are you boys doing?
Good.
What are you guys doing today? What are you going to be doing today?
We're going to be doing a chicken floor, a cement floor for the chickens.
Pouring cement floor, huh? Do we hire people out to pour cement?
No.
Do we
Not anymore.
Do we hire people out for electricians?
Nope.
Do we hire stuff out for plumbers?
Nope.
Do we hire anything out?
No, outside of Babylon, you pretty much just do it yourself.
Yeah, that's one thing. I guess that is a big point. Once you leave North America, all those trades, like you come down to a world like we are in right here, they don't have stuff like code. Build stuff to code, or your house will burn down. There's no houses to burn down. Everything is brick. Everything in here is brick.
And you don't need a certificate or any degree saying you're an electrician or anything. You can screw in a light bulb. Good enough. You're an electrician.
Yeah.
Good job.
Even the attorneys down here, I'm pretty sure they don't go to school. I don't think there's any kind of schools for anything out here. I don't even think half the attorneys we ever used prior to even knew how to read, honestly. I'm just kidding. They're not real educated. You know, when it comes from North America, where you have to get your doctorate and your PhD, which stands for piled higher and deeper. So you get
plumbing in this country is like you basically glue 2 pipes together, and there you go. If you go, there doesn't have to be a certain way. It doesn't have to be a certain size. Heck, you could put like a giant 4-inch pipe and put all the way to a 1/2-inch pipe by the time you're done.
Yeah, to get a little bit of fire and make your PVC ends. If you don't have the right fittings, no problem.
Yeah, you just fire you break out the blowtorch, you put it on low, and you just spin it around and put another piece of PVC until you basically get like a little coupler end on it.
Yeah, you just kind of go with what you have down here. There's no such thing as having the right tools or the right stuff. It's just we use what makes what we have.
At the end of it, you just put a concrete layer over all the walls and everything. You never know.
Yeah, well, some of our walls we've done are kind of
No, I'm talking like you just full on do what is it, stuck the walls, I think?
Yeah, I don't know what they call it in the States. Here down south they call it rapeo and stucco. Is that maybe Nicole? I don't think is it stucco? I don't think so. I think stucco is something else.
It's like when you put concrete over a wall and you smooth it out, make it like all nice and smooth, so you don't see the bricks anymore.
Yeah, down here it's called rapeo.
I have probably noticed English. I'd never heard of that word before.
Yeah, I don't know what it is in English or the States or anything of the sort. All right, well that's it. So thank you guys very, very much. We appreciate your time. You guys are our extended family. We do love and cherish each one of you guys. It was real weird yesterday. We had a guy that was he had been following us for a long time, and then he unsubscribed, I guess, or something. And then he came back yesterday, and then he said we had been teaching hate, or that somebody out there had said we were teaching hate or something of the sort. And I don't know where that actually comes from. I'll tell you what I do hate. I do hate false doctrine. I hate teachers that teach falsely. I love Jim Staley. I love Paul Nissan, but I hate what they are doing to the sheep. I hate their bad doctrine. I hate the evil that they do. And when you are in a position of leading Yah's people and you are leading them astray, that makes you a false teacher. It makes you a false prophet. And if that's hating, then I am sorry, but I will never ever back down. I will never ever stop. I will never ever let evil reign. And when people are coming out there and saying that YHWH and Yah are the same people, and they're telling everyone else they're idiots if you don't believe that, and this is doctrinally when it says hundreds of times across the Bible that it is the Son of the Most High is YHWH. So that's the stuff that I hate. But I don't hate them. I love them as brothers, and I love everyone as brothers, even the haters and people come on here and rage all the time. Speaking of which, let's roll into a message. Oh, she deleted her comment. Dang it. I missed it. All right, so this is what she said. She said, the body of Christ is not under the law. We're under grace. That's all that's going on right now. No one can keep the laws and blah, blah, blah.
You can't click it?
No, it's gone. She deleted her comment. And then she... it is probably in my email, but it's not worth it. It's more of the exact same. And she was why do the heathens rage, right? It's like we are under grace. You might be under grace, but you are also under the law. You don't, there's no, I mean, we see these things all the time. And then she was saying no, because this guy, Kyle Bunting, this was 5 months ago. He goes, so we have to keep every single one of these perfectly all the time or else hell? Where am I supposed to get the ram's horn? That's driving me insane. This is so difficult. And then she's like, no. And I'm like, I said this path is an immediate one, brother. First and foremost, give our videos on the commandments a view. Most of the commandments you probably already keep and don't even know they're commandments. The commandments that you will keep alive, the commandments will keep you alive. And if nothing else, they're super good advice from our designer, our creator. Shofars are pretty cheap. You can get them for $20, and that's not cheap for us. $20 would be that's actually a lot of money for us. But back in the day, it used to be cheap, and anybody back in the day, as I would say, anybody had $20. But now we live, $20 is like 2 weeks of food for us. So anyway, and then she's like, no. And then I quoted her this, and it says, yea, a man may say, you have faith and I have works. Show me your faith without your works, and I will show you my faith by my works. You believe there's one Elohim? You do well. The devils also believe and tremble. But you know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead. So Eli, what is works?
Well, works should also be defined as like keeping the Torah by showing our faith through works, by showing our action. Like actions speak louder than words, basically, by following His Torah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, actions speak louder than words, and that is right. And you can, I think, what chapter was it? Where a man, if you give a man he asks you for a loaf of bread, and you give him a snake. Or you give him a rock.
That has Matthew.
Matthew, as Messiah, Yahushua said that. And that's the thing, right? And we are told, and I mean, when you want to have grace and you don't want to have the laws of God, you are living a godless, sinful life. And it is. You may not think that you are, but ignorance is not bliss when you are standing in the fire. And so we must absolutely get our game together and dial this in. And we've dialed in these laws. We've dialed in these laws, statutes, and commands. There is not a commandment so far that I have, or I've never even found a commandment, that is too hard to bear. There are some that are trickier than others, and there are some that it's really hard to do. But I'm not talking about pork. I mean, the one that I think is really, really hard to do is separate during a wife's cycle, right? You're supposed to completely separate for 7 days. You're not supposed to be, touch the bedding. You're not supposed to touch her. You're not supposed to touch any of that stuff. And I find that extremely hard to do in a little house where we didn't build another thing. But that's the only command that I ever found that is trickier to do than the rest of them. There's nothing. You want to go murder somebody? Oh, okay. You want to go steal from somebody? You want to lie to somebody? Well, that's the moral commands, Jason. Well, we keep the moral laws. Well, we keep all of them except the Shabbat, right? We only keep 90% of them, and that's essentially what it is. So let's get into this. We're into Numbers 3. These also are the generations of Aaron and Moshe in the day that Yahuwah spoke with Moshe in Mount Sinai. All right, hold on. Before I go into that, I got to finish the last thought on that gal. What I wrote back to her and what I'm trying to do differently because we get these all the time, right? Every at least once a day, maybe once every couple days. People are like, we are not under the law, blah, 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 blah. So I tried something a little different. This is what I told her. I said, can you tell me what Messiah Yahushua said at the end of this verse? And I quoted her Matthew 7. And in Matthew 7, it says, not everyone who come to me, saying Adonai, Adonai. It says only those who are without iniquity, right? Those who are without iniquity, because those who are in sin are told to depart from our Messiah. So that is the comment she deleted when she didn't even want to respond to it. I didn't go into it like I normally go into them, because I'll normally quote a bunch of things and nobody wants to hear it, right? By the time they get to this channel, most people are completely blind. They don't care about any of this stuff. They definitely don't care about Yah, right? And they probably have a fridge full of bacon, a fridge full of unclean foods. And the last thing they want to hear is that they need to change their dietary guidelines because Yah hates when people eat pig. And so, anyway, that's what I told her, and I'm like, well, then maybe this will go different. But instead of her even responding to it, she deleted her comment. So I haven't found the right way to unprogram these people. They just don't care. All right, let's go on again. Number 3. These also are the generations of Aaron and Moshe in the day of Yahuwah spoke with Moshe in Mount Sinai. And these are the names of the sons of Aaron: Nadav, the firstborn, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. These are the names of the sons of Aaron, the priests, which were anointed, whom he consecrated to minister in the priest's office. And Nadab and Abihu died before Yahuwah when they offered strange fire before Yahuwah in the wilderness of Sinai. And they had no children. And Eleazar and Ithamar ministered in the priest's office in the sight of Aaron, their father. Okay, anyone want to do a quick review what happened with strange fire for anybody that hasn't been through this? What happened with strange fire?
So the priestly, so they basically just beginning the priesthood, their jobs of them, where they become priests, and they bring fire with like some mixed something into it. And they weren't supposed to do that. Was not commanded them to do. They mixed something that was.
And more than likely they were a little sauced up. More than likely they were a little bit under the, drinking the fruit of the vine. And because right after that, after they got burned to a crisp, or even, I don't even know if there was anything left of them. Maybe they were just completely burned up. I don't know. But they, Yah said, don't drink when you're doing this kind of work. And so that's not a commandment for all of us. It's just a commandment for the priestly stuff.
And then they've died, so the other family members basically took over the place.
Yep. And Yahweh spoke unto Moshe, saying, Bring the tribe of Levi near, and present them before Aaron the priest, that they may minister unto him. So they're bringing all of the Levites to them. And they shall guard his watch, and the watch of the whole assembly before the tabernacle of the assembly, to do the service of the tabernacle. And they shall guard all the instruments of the tabernacle of the assembly, and the charge of the children of Yashrael, to do the service of the tabernacle. Now, what does this say about the character of Aaron?
He's kind of like the leader. He's kind of like.
Well, what does it say about the character of Aaron? What is when Yah has taken this one guy, and basically you had, I don't know how many people we had in Levi right here at the time. But basically, he put everybody in front of him, and they are supposed to minister unto Aaron, right? This is a huge. I mean, what are the characteristics of this?
Leadership.
Trust.
I would say righteous, because he was chosen out of all Levi.
Right, and so there's something here. A lot of people don't take Aaron for. His kids got all burned up. There's obviously something. Maybe his parenting wasn't the greatest, or maybe he didn't direct the kids correctly, or something of the sort, which is probably why he was unable to cry or, shed tears when his kids were burned up. So anyway, the character that I'm talking about is this guy had to be, even though Moshe was the man, Aaron was still the man as well, because he was doing all this for Yah, right? He is Yah's point man for all of this stuff. All of his people had to go through him. So, all right, did I do 8?
I think that.
And they shall guard the instruments of the tabernacle of assembly, and the charge of the children of Yashrael to do the service of the tabernacle. And you shall give the Levium unto Aaron and to his sons. They are wholly given unto him out of the children of Yashrael. So basically, it's like you put up, the Aaron and his sons, and you go, these are your people, and it's the entire tribe. So this is pretty huge. So he's the main man. He's the main guy. And you shall appoint Aaron and his sons, and they shall guard their priest's office, and the stranger that comes nigh shall be put to death. And Yahuwah spoke unto El Moshe, saying, And I, behold, I have taken the Levium from among the children of Yashrael, instead of all the firstborn that opens a womb among the children of Yashrael. Therefore the Levium shall be mine. Okay, so this is giving us a little more hint about the firstborn and the sanctification of it. Because, listen up. 13. Because all the firstborn are mine. For on the day that I smote all the firstborn of the land of Mitzrayim, I hallowed unto me all the firstborn in Yashrael, both man and beast. Mine shall they be. I am Yahuwah. All right, so that gives us an answer to the question we did not have before about the set apart of the very first people, right? Mm-hmm. So this is for the land, but I would still say that the firstborn of all is very special to Yah, and so he wants everything that is a firstborn. So your firstborn goldfish, your firstborn anything that you would have would be Yah's, right? Mm-hmm. And so this needs to go into the commandments, Nicole, under the setting apart one, verse 13. Okay, and Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe in the wilderness of Sinai, saying, Number the children of Levi after the house of their fathers, by their families, every male from a month old and upward shall you number them. And Moshe numbered them according to the word of Yahuwah, as he was commanded. And these were the sons of Levi by their names, Gershon and Kohath and Merari. How do you say that? Merari. And these are the names of the sons of Gershon by their families, Livni and Shimni, and the sons of Kohath by their families, Amran and Yitshar, Kevron and Uziel. And the sons of Merari. And the sons of Merari by their families, Makili and Mushi. These are the families of the Levium according to the houses of their fathers. Of Gershon was the family of the Levinim, and the family of the Sheminim. These are the families of the Gershonim. All right, what does your guys say there? What does that mean right there?
From Gershon came the clan of the Libanites and the clan of the Shimnites. These were the clans of the Gershonites.
Shemites. So, you know when they say you're anti-Semitic? It's saying you're like anti-Shem, right? Is the whole word. They branded, like the Jews of today have branded the word anti-Semitic to mean that you're attacking the Jews, but it doesn't even make any sense.
It'd be anti-Jewish.
It would be, instead of anti-Semitic, anti-Semite, you should be like anti...
Yehudite or something.
Well, you would still only be like, you would be only talking about the one tribe, right? You would want to be anti-Yashrael or something like that would actually be correct. Versus this. So they went and they branded this whole thing, and nobody can say anything about the whole 6 million thing, and nobody can say anything about any of that. And you get banned completely off YouTube, you get banned off the internet. And in fact, PayPal went and took my account one time because of it. I kid you not. Those that were numbered of them, according to the number of all the males, from a month old and upward, even those that were numbered of them were 7,500. The families of the Gershonim shall pitch behind the tabernacle westward. So now we're closer to the tabernacle, right? So we had all of the actual tribes, the 12
that were like bordering them,
right? That were bordering them, and it wasn't actually 12 tribes. It was like, well, Joseph, you had Manasseh and Ephraim, so it was like
11.
Yeah, 11, and so, but I guess there's 12 because of this now. So it should be like the 12 tribes, like 13 tribes maybe. So the family, and the chief of the house of the father of Gershonim shall be Eliseph, the son of Leel, and the charge of the sons of Gershon in the tabernacle of the assembly shall be the tabernacle and the tent, the covering thereof, and the hanging for the door of the tabernacle of the assembly, and the hangings of the court, and the curtain for the door of the court, which is by the tabernacle and by the altar round about, and the cords of it for all the service thereof. All right, so what are we saying here?
So basically, these guys got their own certain jobs where
These guys got the curtains.
These guys are supposed to open and close the curtains.
Go open and close the curtains, and a bunch of other stuff as well. Okay, and Kohath was the family of Amramim, and the family of Yitzharim, and the family of Kevronium, and the family of Uzzielium, and these are the families of the Kohathium. All right, what does that say in your guys'? Because those aren't words that anyone's to know. Okay. Amorites, Israelites, Hebronites, and Uzzites.
Kohath came the clan of the Amorites, and the clan of the Yisharites, and the clan of the Kebronites, and the clan of the Uzzielites.
Now, these aren't the same Amorites. These are Amramites. These aren't the Ammonites.
Yeah, because Amram came from them. I think that's where Moses, his father was Amram.
All right, so 28. In the number of all the males from a month old and upward were 8,600 guarding the watch of the sanctuary. Okay, so all males from a month old. The number. Why would they be guarding the sanctuary?
I think they're like the interior protection.
Mine says attending the duties of the sanctuary.
Why would you have a guy that's a month old or more counted in this to take care of this?
We got a baby like wielding a sword or something.
Dude, the baby's gonna destroy everything. We don't want this.
Maybe there's like a little what do you call it, you have a bunch of kids together, like nursery. Thank you. Yeah, a little Levite nursery.
It doesn't say Levite
or
nursery.
Slaughtering, like you're slaughtering the animals. Like that's.
Hey kids, let's go look at this. Oh, that's look at the pet cat. Look at pet goat. Isn't he cute? Oh, he dead.
That's awful.
It is terrible. Yeah. So no, this is not. It was just cracking a joke. This trying to be a little funny here. Probably not.
Month old.
Yeah. So I don't understand this. So is anyone, Nicole? We can't move on to this. I don't understand this. And the number of the males from a month old and upward were 8,600. This is just. I think this is just from this one tribe.
Yeah, they're just counting of
guarding the duty of the Kadesh place. Why are they guarding the duty of the Kadesh?
Yeah,
a month old.
So in the NIV it says for the care of the sanctuary.
Yeah, well, they're not gonna. Nobody at that age is gonna be caring
Yeah,
for
nobody
nothing.
at 1 month old is going to be walking around doing sacrifices and doing the
No,
whole
they're not gonna be
things.
caring about. They're not gonna be caring about anything, man. They're gonna
The
be.
same with Gershon, though. The males who were numbered of them from a month old and upward totaled 7,500.
Rip the curtains down or something.
Yeah,
So they're just numbering them.
they're
All
numbering them,
males.
but the kids are not involved.
They're not involved.
Yeah, they definitely should not be in the holy place.
Yeah, definitely not. All right. The families of the son of Kohath shall pitch on the side of the tabernacle southward. And the chief of the house of the father of the families of the Kohathium shall be Eliatzaphan. I screwed that one up.
Elisaphon.
Elisaphon, the son of Uzziel. And their charge shall be the ark, and the table, and the menorah, and the altars, and the vessels of the sanctuary wherewith they minister, and the hanging, and all the service thereof. And Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, shall be chief over the chief of the Levium, and have the oversight of them that guard the watch of the sanctuary. I'm going to mess this one up again. Merari. Of Merari was the family of the Machlium, and the family of the Mushiim. These are the families of Merari. And those that were numbered of them, according to the number of all the males from a month old and upward, were 6,200. And the chief of the house of the father of the families of Merari was Suriel, the son of Avihail. They shall pitch on the side of the tabernacle northward. And under the custody and charge of the sons of Merari shall be the boards of the tabernacle, and the bars thereof, and the pillars thereof, and the sockets thereof, and all the vessels thereof, and all that serves thereto. And the pillars of the court round about, and their sockets, and their pins, and their cords. But those that encamp before the tabernacle toward the east, even before the tabernacle of the assembly eastward, shall be Moshe and Aaron and his sons, guarding the watch of the sanctuary for the watch of the children of Yashrael. And the stranger that comes nigh shall be put to death. And all that were numbered of the Levium, which Moshe and Aaron numbered at the commandment of Yahuwah throughout their families, all the males from a month old and upward were 22,000. All right, so there wasn't a ton of Levium, but these are just the men, though. So we're talking like 22,000. The other guys, the warrior guys, were talking like 50-some thousand. There was a lot more. So the Levites did not have a lot of men. Like if they were going to war, they would not have a lot of people. Okay, and Yahuwah said unto El Moshe, number all the firstborn of the males of the children of Yashrael from a month old and upward, and take the number of their names. And you shall take the Levium for me. I am Yahuwah. Instead of all the firstborn among the children of Yashrael, and the cattle of the Levium, instead of all the firstlings among the cattle of the children of Yashrael. And Moshe numbered, as Yahuwah commanded him, all the firstborn among the children of Yashrael. And all the firstborn males by the number of names, from a month old and upward of those that were numbered of them, were 22,213. So 22,273. That's different numbers, though. This one that's not 13.
Yeah.
And the NIV has 22,273. That isn't.
Yeah, 'cause it would be
it's a 1,
3
3.
score and then
Right.
13.
I got it. I see how they're doing. All right. And Yahuwah spoke unto El Moshe, saying, take the Levium instead of all the firstborn among the children of Yashrael, and the cattle of the Levium instead of their cattle, and the Levium shall be mine. I am Yahuwah. And for those that are to be redeemed of the 203 score and 13 of the firstborn of the children of Yashrael, which are more than the Levium, you shall even take 5 shekels apiece by the pole. After the shekel of the sanctuary shall you take them. The shekel is 20 gerars. And you shall give the money, wherewith the odd number of them is to be redeemed unto Aaron and his sons, to his sons. And Moshe took the redemption money of them that were over and above them that were redeemed by the Levium. Okay, what's happening here?
So basically, this is where we get like the whole redeemed ransom thing.
Yeah, they're paying.
Finally figured out was they were all supposed to give, like, everyone from Yashrael was supposed to give 5 shekels for their ransom, basically.
Right. So this is like some sort of a tithe or like some sort of way to fund the priests.
And whatever, like, odd number, I guess, it was like extra change or whatever was like left over or something, they were able to receive.
So it's the 273 that are above the amount of the Levites.
You want to come talk to us over here? 273 what? What are you talking about? We're trying to get her to the table, everyone. She's a little shy. All right.
It says, but the firstborn males from a month old and upward were numbered 22,273, right?
Okay.
273 more than what the Levites were. So there's an extra 273 firstborn of the Israelites that are above that. And so they're taking, and for those 273 who were redeemed of the firstborn of the Israelites who outnumbered the Levites. So they're redeeming those.
Where are you reading this from?
I'm in the Amplified, but.
That's really good. I didn't have that in mind. Okay, what else?
And so you take the 5 shekels apiece, reckoning by sanctuary shekel of the 20 gerahs for each one of those 273.
Okay, so they were redeeming those who had not been redeemed, I think. Is
They
that
were
what we're
redeeming
doing?
the 273.
Extra that have been born.
Yes.
Firstborn.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate your help. Of the firstborn of the children of Yashrael took he the money, 1,305 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary. So how many did you say there was? 200 what?
273.
So 273 times 5 is what?
1,365.
Is that a good guess?
No, it's just right here in the Bible. Just they took 1,365
Right, but is that what it is? That would,
pieces.
hold on.
273 times 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is? Oh, you got it. Hey, Nicole got it. There it is. 1,365. Okay. So they just redeemed them. 5 shekels a pop. Okay, here we go. 51. And Moshe gave the money of them that were redeemed unto Aaron and to his sons, according to the word of Yahuwah, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe.
They walked away rich that day.
Yeah, I don't know about rich. I mean, this is all Yah's stuff. I mean, these people were the job of these people.
They said this was for them. I don't think this strictly went to the house. I think this was just for them.
Yeah, but I mean, the priests had all their food. I mean, these people are, I think, were totally set apart. I don't see them so much as being like part of the regular tribe or doing the same stuff the rest of the tribes do. I think you'd have to be a little holier being in that tribe, I would think. But I don't know. So anyway, that is it. That takes us to the end of this today, and I guess that will wrap us up. Thank you guys very much, everybody out there. Big Digital family, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for spending some time in the Word of Yah. May you guys be blessed. May Yah's light shine upon you. May He give you grace. May He give you peace. May He give you the Torah written on your hearts, minds, and souls. And with that, many blessings from all of us. Gentlemen, do you have anything else?
We've got us Florida go pour, so
Yeah,
have a good day.
Tonight, hold on, we need a sales pitch. Sales pitch.
Yes, tonight
Tune in.
is the Youth for Yah English. We will be there live around 6 p.m. CST.
And we got smoted on the Youth for Yah for Spanish. If anyone out there, probably none of you guys even care. We got smoted on that. We were going to try to do that next week. So we definitely have had a rough week. But we will not waste our time on the other one. We will definitely not waste our time that we have free. We will be putting it to Yah's time. And tonight we will be at whatever, same time as it always is. It's like 6 o'clock here. Well, I don't know what time that is the rest of the world. But we will be on that. And
same time it's been for the last 15 times.
yes, we hope you guys join us. And it is Youth for Yah, but it seems like everybody and their dog comes, and so it's not really Youth for Yah. It's Youth for everybody. So you guys feel free to join in. We're going over Proverbs what, gentlemen? 16. And what's this about?
Wisdom.
Well, I know that's what Proverbs is about. What else? Can you give more details?
It's like weights and measurements.
Weights and measurements.
Being righteous, being holy.
Right. Good things to know, right?
Yeah, stay away from wickedness, stuff like that.
Yes, all the things we should be doing. All right. Much love, everybody. Thank you guys.
Shalom.
Shalom.